Hello friends, welcome to all of you once again. Today we will see one more rearrangement reaction, and its name is a Schmid rearrangement. Okay, now this rearrangement involves the conversion of a carboxylic acid to primary amines. Okay, now this carboxylic acid to primary amine. This rearrangement involves or carried out in presence of a strong acid. Okay, that is a sulfuric acid. Okay, and this carboxylic acid is treated with hydrozoic acid, okay, to form the corresponding primary amine. Now this hydrozoic acid is very toxic and explosive, so it is prepared or generated in situ. Okay, that is it is prepared inside the reaction. Okay, this can be prepared or generated by using the sodium acid, which is gradually added into the sulfuric acid to give this hydrozoic acid. Okay, now this is a overall reaction. Okay, and in this reaction we will see that side products will be CO2 and N2 that will be liberated in form of the gas. Now let's try to understand its mechanism. Now this in mechanism, this carboxylic acid is activated, okay, by the protonation. Okay, or this carboxylic acid is protonated. Now this proton H plus will be from the sulfuric acid. Okay, now this protonated carboxylic acid will have the R C double bond OH. Okay, and this oxygen will have the positive charge and OH. Now to this protonated carboxylic acid, hydrozoic acid, so it's having the structure like this. Okay, H N minus N plus triple bond N. Okay, and then this negatively charged nitrogen in the hydrozoic acid will attack on the carbon of this protonated carboxylic acid. Okay, by migrating one of the pi bond to the oxygen. Okay, and we will have such a type of intermediate. Okay, now from this intermediate, if you see this, from this the nitrogen which is bonded to this hydrogen, that will be break. Okay, that pair of bond and pair of electrons of this bond between nitrogen and oxygen will migrate between the carbon and carbon of that carboxylic acid and nitrogen. Okay, at the same time the OH will be liberated. Okay, or this H plus and OH will be liberated or removed as in the form of water. Okay, so this is dehydration takes place, okay, from this molecule, and we will have such a type of structure. Okay, or you can say intermediate. Now this intermediate will have its a resonating structure. Okay, like this. Now here if you see we have seen the double bond between nitrogen and carbon. Okay, now this nitrogen, this double bond will migrate here on the nitrogen. Okay, and at the same time the bond pair of electrons between oxygen and hydrogen will be migrated between oxygen and carbon and form the double bond, and this pi bond will migrate to one of the pi bond will migrate on this nitrogen. Okay, that will we will have the negative charge on nitrogen, and that will be protonated or stabilized by this H plus. Okay, and we will have such type of intermediate. Now this intermediate, from this intermediate the N2 will be liberated. Okay, and we will have such type of another intermediate. Okay, R C double bond O N plus H. Now from this intermediate we will have the deprotonation takes place. Okay, and rearrangement also takes place here only. Okay, now this nitrogen positively charged, okay, bonded to the hydrogen, the bond between them will be break. Okay, and a pair of electrons of that bond will be migrate between the nitrogen and carbon. Okay, carbon and form the double bond, and this H plus will be liberated in the form of a proton. Okay, and meanwhile the alkyl group, this alkyl group which is bonded to carbon will migrate on the negatively electron deficient nitrogen atom. Okay, so we will get the isocyanate ultimate. Okay, ultimately we will get the isocyanate. So if you see this nitrogen carbon, they have the double bond, NC double bond. Okay, at the same time the the breakage of takes place between carbon alkyl group. Okay, and that will migrate to nitrogen. Okay, this alkyl group migrate to nitrogen, and we will have the carbonate, that is carbon group C double bond. Okay, so this is a isocyanate. As you see in earlier case, earlier rearrangements also, if isocyanate is treated with a water molecule, that is in the solvent. Okay, as a solvent, so we will have the such type of carbamic acid, that is N-alkyl carbamic acid. Okay, so this is a we have seen in earlier rearrangements also. Okay, and finally on treatment or on heating. Okay, on heating, this N-alkyl carbamic acid will liberate the CO2. Okay, so this is a mechanism. The OH will be break and form the double bond between carbon and oxygen, and at the same time this bond between nitrogen and oxygen breakage takes place, and N will have the negative charge or negative charge lone pair of electrons of this bond pair of electrons. Okay, now that nitrogen will be stabilized by this proton. Okay, and ultimately we will have the primary amine. So this is all about Sidmic rearrangement. Okay, or rearrangement rearrangement and mechanism and its a reaction. Okay, I hope you understand the reaction as well as a mechanism. We have already seen the Lawson, Curtius, Hoffman. Okay, now all that videos are given in the description. Okay, you can see there. Okay, and if you have any problem in this reaction or this rearrangement, you can comment in the comment section. I hope you understand. Thank you.